Hi, Skip Cavanaugh here. I'm one of the elders on the board at God's Family Fellowship on Old Tioga Street. I serve with four other guys. They are Tom Underholt, Dwayne Wetmore, Mike Wagner, Pastor Joe, and myself. And we have moved into this green phase effective today, which is Friday. We had a long meeting last night at the church to understand how are we going to come together in the green phase and do everything that we're told to do. Now, our scientists, our doctors, our politicians, we've all made mistakes in this quarantine, and we're well into many weeks of it, and we as the elder board are responsible not only to preach the gospel and to teach and make sure our flock comes together, but we are also responsible for the health and well-being of the church family. So the question is, how do we come together? And for the last 3 weeks, Pastor Joe has been doing a parking lot service where we're outdoors. We're sitting in our cars or in lawn chairs alongside of our cars. We're social distancing, but we have our FM radio frequency that we turn on. And if you're at home, you can watch it on the Facebook Live. So with all of the information that we've been giving, and again, some of this has been right, some of it's been wrong, and then there are this side and that side. Well, as a church, we can't be this side and that side. We're going to be God's Family Fellowship, led by this elder board and Pastor Joe Wagner. So, given that, how are we going to move safely? And our decision last night was that we will continue for the next 2 weeks to have outdoor services. We'll be broadcasting from the deck of the annex building, the same as we have for the last 3 weeks. We'll do that 2 more weeks. We will be meeting, and we do through emails, telephone calls, and then we meet personally every couple of weeks, and we'll be meeting at the end of before the end of the 2-week period, so that we know what we're going to do on the weeks coming up. We've been in the facility, we've looked at our facility and social distancing with people that are singing and projecting their voice, and you're sitting right there in the front row and coming and going if someone coughs. And we have a lot of stipulations that we need to understand. So I'm asking you, the congregation, to understand we're being responsible for you. And if you look about our congregation, you'll see that there are several that are in that age category that has been singled out, that are either elderly or have some underlying illness or something that can cause them to be more susceptible to this virus. And you're looking at one. I am one of them because I've had a couple of surgeries later and have a small amount of COPD. But as a board of directors, the elder group, all in consensus that this is what we're going to do for 2 weeks. After that 2 weeks, we'll let you know what we've decided or how we've decided. But I want you to be praying for those ones. Stop and think, and you'll know right off if you look around the people that come to GFF, the ones that are there, the ones that have underlying illnesses, and you'd say, gee, I might not have it, I might be strong, I would fight off this virus and I'm going to be fine, but maybe he or she isn't. So with that, and with prayer in mind, and with cooperation in mind, and coming in to learn how the gospel affects me, how the gospel has affected me during this 8 or 9 week ordeal where we're shut off from the main world, and Carol and I don't get to see our grandkids, so it's difficult. So I want you to think about those kind of things, the things that we have given up for the safety of our people all across America, but particularly in our church. If you look right over my shoulder, you'll see railroad tracks. It's a mighty big track, and if you go up there and look, you cannot tell which way the train went by looking at its tracks. And it's likewise for the virus. You never know who it's going to hit or where. So I'm asking you to be careful, be in prayer for those, and work with the people that you're worshiping with, and be there with one thing in mind. I'm here to worship God, praise God, sing God's praises, and learn and be strengthened because I was in church on Sunday morning.